Hello.
Hey everyone, welcome back.
Welcome to Wicked Honest.
Good to see you back. I hope you're back. We're always like, are they back?
I know. And then if you're tuning in for the first time in the middle, it's like you missed so much. It's so
Did you miss a lot?
well,
Well, we reference things maybe, but we'll.
Yeah, that's the problem.
You missed some, a little bit of a shit show, but
yeah,
we'll clean it up. No, we won't.
no.
No.
We'll always talk about the stuff that we're never going to clean up, just to make.
No, in theory, I want to clean it up, but but it just flows and it just comes. And I was saying to you, quickly, I was watching back our first episode, the intro episode, and we were saying how I was saying, but we're letting you know that we take this very seriously.
Yeah.
I don't like lazy podcasters. It won't just be us talking on the phone. And I'm like, it is just kind of us talking.
Welcome to Carrie and Diane's phone conversations. Basically.
So we do. I mean, you're an outliner, and we go over it and all that, and then it sort of turns into what it turns into. So, and I guess I don't know.
I think
that's what we're.
Yeah, and I think like I said, I think in the first episode or whatever, the intro, somewhere along the lines, I think we've been in therapy for so long. We therapy everything to death. So if one of us has an issue and we're talking about it on the phone, we're like, well, and we start from the beginning. We do the same thing that we're doing here, essentially.
You know, we say constantly, I think, and it's like, I don't know. Does anyone care what we think? I mean, obviously we're doing a show, so you have to care something, but
yeah,
I guess, too bad. Whatever.
I think when you,
what?
I just did it. Yes.
Oh.
How do you start off a sentence without saying
I don't know?
Because I'm telling you my thoughts, even though I know that. I mean, it's obvious. But if I just said,
when we had a discussion of all the things that we say, and I didn't want to get into this right now because we were gonna go another way, but I brought up to her the other day, because we both, even my husband will say, you say you know all the time, and she says it too.
Yeah.
And I wanted to ask the audience, because I think there'll be a lot of women in the audience watching, or three.
or our relatives.
I know why. I figured out why I say and I told my husband, I say constantly, because we talk, and a conversation is two people usually, so I'll speak to you and you say, yeah, I get it, and women sort of talk to understand and hear, and my husband sort of sits there like a stump with a glazed look over his face, and I have to go,
because you want a response. It's the same thing with kids. Yeah. It's the same thing with kids.
The same thing. So you're like, yes, I think I've learned to say, from years and years of people not listening to me, children, boyfriends, men.
Yeah. I say, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Because I don't have to say that. I mean, now I just say it, but I think that's where it started.
Yeah. It becomes then habitual, but it started with respond to me so that I know that that I spoke to you.
And talking to someone that's just tuned out.
Also, I think with kids, I mean, with husbands, it's a whole different story, and I don't have one, so I can't speak to it. But but with
I'm not
kids,
going to comment on that today.
But with kids, I have to go, especially my little one that's a little neurodivergent. He will, he's very strong in his convictions, and I'd say 99% of the time he's wrong. So I have to say, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, to clarify.
So he'll say, yes, I understand. So then later when he says, you didn't say that, I say, do you remember when I said this? And do you know what I mean? And then you looked in my eyes and you said yes.
Well, that's why
it doesn't help.
And we didn't plan on talking about this at first, and then here we go. My husband and I actually took this course and
this went sideways fast.
This went really sideways. And it's Kripalu. It's in the Berkshires. It's this sort of yoga retreat that it's pretty earthy, crunchy. Now it's became sort of hip New Yorker-ish, whatever. Something he would, I mean, this is like a blue collar guy. He was like, oh my God, I'm not going there. And I tried to say, I'm like, the food's really good. It's very good. So he goes, he loves it. He loved it. Loved the food. He loved the quiet, all of that. But we took this course called, what the hell was the name of it? Getting the love you want. I mean, this is so like, I know. But he and he was all down for it. He's very open to change, but then he goes, right? And so what you have to do is you have to say to the person, like, you have to do an exercise. So it's like, Diane, tell us something from your childhood, blah, blah, blah. So I'll explain, oh, this happened then, and this happened, blah, blah, blah.
My dad lived in the shed.
Shut up. So then he has to go, the person listening has to go repeat back sort of what you said and say,
Oh.
so I understand that blah, blah, blah. Is that right? And so you go back and forth and then you do in groups and stuff. And my husband it's like a test. He can't handle it. He's sweating.
Because he thinks he's not going to get it right.
He doesn't get it right. And he's like, I understand this. And I'm like, he's like, did I get that right? And I'm like, no, you didn't get that right. And then he's like, okay, so you have to keep going till they get it right. Needless to say, he's like, his eyes twitching and he's having like,
the place is closed.
Yeah, he's having everything as a test, and then we're in a group now, and now he can't handle it. Like
that is tough.
And then because I was telling you this, what I have to do now, because I have two choices. I can get sort of aggravated about this, or I make it a little game in my head, kind of. So like, let's see how far we can get him to go, like to push him before he goes over the.
It makes you feel that. It makes you
feel better.
tolerate. It's like you have that friend that's an asshole, and you can be friends with them, but you have to talk about them to someone else. Because if you don't get that frustration out, you can't even tolerate them at all.
I
So it's the same thing.
And I see him like getting like kind of. He's like,
yeah, it makes you feel a little bit better.
Like I get a little excited because I can't change it, but I don't want him to go too far because he'll just like toss a chair or something. Like, I don't want him to like get too But then I did, you know what I did? Like he wasn't getting it, and it's almost the end of the day at the first day, and I raise and I tell on him to the instructor. I'm like, he's really not getting this.
Oh, without him knowing that you were going to do that.
He saw me raise my hand. They come over, and he's like, "Are you serious? Are you serious?" I'm like, "Well, you're not getting it. I mean, you're not."
Oh my God.
And then the next day we had to leave halfway through. He's like, "Diane, I got to get the hell out of here. I can't. We got to get out of here." Like,
are you serious? I didn't know you had to leave halfway through the next day.
He couldn't take it. And I couldn't, because then after they get it, they finally get it, which most people, it's fairly quick. And it's like, it's 2 hours on the same topic. And then you go, and we would laugh. You have to say to the person, "Thank you for listening," and he has to go, "Thank you for sharing." And we would, and we told the instructor, we go, "We're from this, like I'm from the city, like he's not, but we're from like Massachusetts, and we
you want to go fuck off."
Yeah, like we don't talk like that, so I don't, because they want you to do it at home, and so I'm like, we can't do that. And then we were with this New York lady, and she's like, "Yeah, I can't either. I can't either." But he had almost a stroke. But the communication is very different with men and women. And we'll have many, I think, talks about this.
Yeah, I think we have a big episode on that, but I think it's its own episode. So we're going to save it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be a two-parter.
Actually, it's going to come up like constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ladies, if you feel us.
Yeah.
And men too, men don't get us either.
Oh, yeah. I can imagine if we sat down and listened to them talk about how we communicate or what we expect and stuff.
Oh,
be a lot different. Yeah.
No,
it's different.
Yeah, very different. So what's your...
This is why I wish I was a lesbian.
I know, we keep saying that, but I don't know. It's not happening. It's not happening.
No, it isn't. It's not gonna happen. Won't happen. Maybe in my next life.
We can just be lady friends. Like you can just give up that part of it anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, we're just lady friends.
Yeah. I think once you hit 50,
you should just like ditch that.
Yeah. So I'm sucking on cough drops and drinking tea because I've been sick as a dog. So if I sound even more like a man, if that's possible, that is what is happening right now. So excuse.
Yeah, and she always says she has a sinus infection, but it's like really tuberculosis. And then it's like, she's like, "Come on over."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Yeah, no." And then I came over. I'm here, but she's supposed to be on the tail end of it. She doesn't care.
And then I give it to all my kids that they're sick and
coughing on me and everything. I can't.
Yeah.
And I didn't even bring my hand sanitizer or anything. Mask. I was going to do the show with a mask on.
We would have had to if I was sick any longer. We would have had to do a Zoom show. I mean, it was a while.
I'd rather that than be in the friggin' ICU on my ventilator.
Mm.
So what's the day look like? What's the day? What's going on?
So I had back-to-back basketball games this morning.
Oh.
Yeah, and two, we lost them both. As you know, every sports
No, they all
team
they're just
my
losers.
children are on lose every single. It's not even funny at this point.
It's kind of funny.
Every single game in every single sport, every single kid.
Well, you don't have to go to playoffs and or Super Bowls or
It
whatever the
just
hell it is.
once in a great while.
No, you'd like
just
a
to
win.
see-
I mean, so, yeah.
You're trying to keep your kids in the sport, you know, like it's pretty. It's just it gets
Well,
old.
maybe you need to pay for private lessons from like Shaquille O'Neal or something.
Oh,
like that, like
God,
some
yeah.
type of you have to put them in those clinics. And
I
all
can't.
that
I don't
shit.
trust anybody. I think everybody's a pedophile.
Well, they are.
I'll put the
No.
older ones in, but not the little one.
No.
So yeah, so basketball games. And I will say, you know, my son, my little one's basketball team, me and my son, who's a really big basketball player, get so pissed off because his coach is this kid is 8 years old. He has played
Oh God, are we gonna talk about the coach on the show?
no, I don't know. I like the coach. They just they don't stand up, they don't yell, they don't kind of
Beat
coach.
them.
Well, or coach. They just sit there and watch the game. And I'm like,
Oh,
you know, and maybe
really?
the fourth
Because they get in
graders are
trouble
okay
for it,
with that.
probably.
Well, no, because every other coach on every other team is.
Jason got in trouble for it.
I mean, they're running up and down the court. Yeah, they're not yelling at them, but they're guiding them.
Yeah, yeah. And you
My
gotta
son,
hustle up and
no,
make
yeah,
them, like,
he
do
doesn't
stuff.
know the difference between defense and offense, so he was playing defense the entire game. So I'm yelling from the side, no, once you cross the line, then you gotta go for the ball. Not he's Velcro to this poor kid that he's playing defense against, but not realizing when he gets to his basket, he's supposed to be trying to get the ball and get it in. But anyways, so I said to my brother came to the game with me this morning when we were talking about it because I get pissed because I'm like, how is he going to learn if he doesn't have some guidance of people telling him he's doing it wrong?
You're
Or
gonna have to get out there.
I said I think I might coach next time,
This is gonna be so fun.
but I hate kids, so I'm not sure how to.
Yeah, okay. Well, because you've had so much.
No, I don't hate mine. I hate everybody
Oh, yeah.
else's. No offense.
Other
I mean,
people's
it's just,
kids are horrible.
yeah, it's not anybody in particular. It's just like I have enough of my own. I don't have the patience. I swear, I don't want to get in trouble. I don't, all that shit. So, but I'm thinking about
It'd be good.
I'm thinking about it, and I'm thinking about bringing the twins with me, and they can, because I think the practices is what I'll have a hard
And
time
some
with.
kids I like. That's not true. Just that there are some kids that I do like.
Yeah, whatever. So I
I like
said,
a couple of yours.
because I'm pretty fucking nasty at basketball, I have to say. I mean, playing my son, who's 6'2" and plays morning, noon, and night, and would eat a basketball if it was edible, is one thing. He'll tell you I suck, but
Let's hit the court.
I don't. I would school your ass so fucking fast.
Yeah, you would.
I know. I know.
No interest in
But so I'm sitting there and I texted her today because I get a little, I sometimes, my mother's dead and I love her. Like I've said a million times, healing journey.
Like,
One.
where is this going? Basketball, my mother's dead.
Oh, you'll see.
Oh, okay.
So sometimes I want to dig the fucker up and be like, what are you, did you fucked my whole childhood up? That's so rude and mean. But in therapy, that's like, when I say dig her up, I mean, I mean, what am I trying to say?
Listen, I'm going through my own shit with my mother passed away 2 years ago, so I struggle. Sometimes you just get pissed or angry.
You just want to call them and be
You
like,
can't talk to them anymore. They're gone.
so the reason why, let's bring this full circle because I just ended that on a weird note. But the reason, so I had a breast reduction. I know this is going sideways.
This is like all over the place.
ADD fucking.
You're yelling at your dead mother, your
Yeah.
breast reduction.
It'll
your basketball
all come
player.
together. You guys should be used to this by
Jesus
now if you've been
Christ.
following along. Anyway, I had a breast reduction when I was freaking 30 because I'm an asshole and waited so long. My boobs were the biggest thing
Oh.
you've ever seen in your
I've
entire
never
life.
seen anything like it. You showed me a pic. She showed me a picture because you hid them very well.
Well, I mean, I just wore like maternity clothes. I wore
But
nothing.
I
with the waist.
never knew. You showed me a picture when I literally, my jaw dropped to the floor.
Yeah, and that was after I had one of my sons. So they were like they
Yeah, they
were
were
worse because they were like deflated and whatever. And I pumped and stuff with him. But so I have always been inappropriately Googled at by men and coaches and all of that shit. But also my whole life was different because I always wore clothes that were 3 sizes too big for me. I always wore bras under my bathing suit.
Yeah.
a full bra, like a full metal jacket under a leotard, because they didn't make bathing suits that blocked,
Full metal jacket.
dude, under a leotard that you would have like
Did people
danced in
call you out and
school.
make fun of? Like, did they
No,
see?
because they like knew that. Well,
Did they see the bra?
no, because I had a leotard on that was thick,
Oh, you had a
thick
leotard?
straps, not a bathing suit that had
Oh,
thin
okay.
straps, so it would go
Oh.
over my bra.
That's awful.
Yeah, so I was very young. I should have been wearing a bra probably in third or fourth grade, and the boys found out I wore a bra, and then they would snap it. So my mother would make me wear one, and then I would get to the bottom of the stairs before I walked a mile to fucking school by myself
Oh,
and
God.
put it
You
in
were
the snow,
really, like,
both ways with no
You're
shoes.
really on the
No.
pity potty train
No,
today.
but I would take my bra off in my front hallway and put it in my backpack, because if I didn't want I was the only one in the whole goddamn school that was wearing a bra, and the boys would make fun of me.
Yeah,
They would snap it and all that stuff. So then I'm just on the kickball court, bouncing around everywhere. Brutal.
You're taking people out with them.
Either way,
But that's awful.
it was gross. It was gross. So I finally got a breast reduction after my
Well, your back was killing you.
yeah, my back is fucked up, my neck's fucked up. I've had back surgery, the whole thing. So I finally ended up getting a breast reduction in my 30s, when I was about 30. But I didn't play basketball. So I loved basketball when I was in grade school. All my friends played. The girls' team won. They went to the Garden. Like, they loved it. And I loved basketball. And I played intramural one season. And I think after 2 games, I was like, nope, because
Support the
it was
show
just,
and we'll support, buy us a coffee, all of that. So Carrie, we'll get her on the basketball court. We'll have like a little bit of a
we'll have
we'll have like an adult
female
league created
post
for
breast reduction league
Yes.
for all the people that didn't get to
yeah,
play.
we'll do like a little thing for Carrie, like donate.
Well, now they have that's something called sports bras. I'd venture a bet that they also had them back then. I think they probably weren't as
Yeah,
good
they
as they
had
are
them
now.
back then.
I probably would have had to wear two, whatever it was. First of all, the t-shirts that they gave you never fit me, so mine was always wicked tight. And when I ran, they would bounce, and the men coaches and the men teachers and the fucking fathers and all disgusting, just gross. I mean, listen, it was like a train wreck. So I don't.
It's a sight to be seen.
Yeah,
sure,
it wasn't like
but
I'm not blaming them, but it was gross. So
I'll
I
blame 'em,
quit.
Blame them.
So I quit,
Oh.
and I never played. And I just I was sitting there. I was sitting there, and my son's playing, and I'm coaching because nobody else is. No offense, coaches, I do like, but I'm coaching and I'm screaming and I'm doing go this and pass that and go backwards and
That's so sad.
no full court press at this age. Like, I'm screaming out of bounds. That was off blue. Like, I'm freaking out. And I'm like, and then it just a little fairy tale goes on in my head, and I picture myself playing, and I'm like, I would have been fucking good, man, if I had just gotten a breast reduction when I was 13 or 15, or someone bought me a bra that fit. Like, even my bras. A friend of mine got a breast reduction when she was like 16 because her mother realized that
God.
they were inappropriate. Hers were just about the same size
Where's
as
your
mine.
phone? We gotta call Tracy, a therapist on.
Well, so she so
speaker.
she gave me her old bras, and her old bras they fit me and they were appropriate bras, and that was the first appropriate bra that I think I wore in my whole life, and I was 16. The other ones were just like wherever I got them from. No support, no underwire, and no like.
I just like it's so foreign to me. It breaks my heart. That's terrible. And I've heard this story from other bigger breasted women, not to this extent, because I'm not friends with that many, but I guess I don't know. It just happened. No, but I do not have that problem. I had the opposite problem. My maiden name is Cabela's, my maiden name, and I was.
Oh, I know what they
Diane
called you.
Kaboobless. And I thought that was a bit traumatizing, but clearly not so much
Yeah,
as you.
that's like Samantha. They were like Flat Stanley. Like, they were brutal.
I'd take that any day. Well, your basketball dreams died, and Eileen should have bought you a fucking bra.
Yeah, she should have. I mean,
Take those fuckers
well,
down.
then I just like, wow, imagine if my life, like, if I was super into basketball and it was super important to me, like some of the shit I might have skipped out on doing, or maybe I would have done better in school. Or
All right, let's not get crazy.
I would have had a scholarship. I would have
Okay.
gone to med school.
Me too.
No. But I did. I just was pissed today. So that was my day.
All right. Well,
Anyways, whatever. Anyways, they all lost.
I was fairly decent on the soccer field.
I never played.
No,
I
I just
didn't
said
play
soccer
any.
court, so clearly I wasn't that. And I really wasn't.
Well, and that basically rang true for any sport. So soccer, same thing. Lacrosse,
Here we go, knocking the set over.
soccer, same thing. Lacrosse, same thing. Anything you'd run up and down a court for
Yeah.
in a uniform.
I was-
Anything that
I was a
everybody
figure
was staring
skater.
at me. I did
Yeah.
figure skating. I did figure skating, gymnastics.
I did,
you know,
yeah, I did.
dance.
I did all, I don't know how my mother, we were on welfare. I don't know how she pulled it off. But back then, like, I think there wasn't, there was a lot more free, like, school sports didn't cost money then.
Yeah.
You would, like,
And
just pet, like, just,
if you were like a
join.
member of the Y and shit like that, you get
Yeah.
discounts and things like that. Like
We were a part of the
there was
Jewish
help.
community center and we weren't Jewish.
Well, that's a
But a lot of kids were, and Shirley Ave kids. And we're
you were a part of the Jewish community. So you're stealing my heritage just to get free shit.
Yeah, my mom,
Wow.
I did
You're
ceramics
a
and
poser.
I was a cheerleader at the Jewish community center.
Mm,
I still remember the cheers.
you're a poser. I was a hockey cheerleader because they wore pants and running suits like this. So
Oh,
I
that's
didn't
kinda
have to
cool.
worry about my
That's kind of cool.
yeah, and we got in like fights and
She's
stuff.
looking pretty gangster over here, and she has her
Hey, gang.
JFK. There's a show we follow. JFK show off. Polos in the bag. She bought the hat. She bought me one too. And he always jokes about putting polos in a bag, like stealing them, which he says he doesn't anymore. I think it's just a joke. But does it? You think he does?
I don't know.
No, I don't.
Definitely back in the day.
Back in the day.
Yep.
So we're good. You take a breath. Take a breath.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, I would like to say I'd like to get a second breast reduction because after I had a bunch of kids, they're definitely like not like they were right after I.
Show
Have
the
it
audience.
done.
Like show. Let's. I'm like, holy shit! Is she gonna show them? What did she take? What is in that cup?
I'm 50. I don't give a shit.
Well, but the viewers might.
They don't.
Okay. Canceled.
Just kidding.
Like and subscribe.
No, but they're not like they.
OnlyFans for breast reduction. People that need breast reduction. OnlyFans.
They're not as big as
Jacked up tits. OnlyFans.
Yeah, they're not as big as they were post first breast reduction, but they're definitely probably grew at least half back.
I have an inverted nipple since I
Yeah,
had my
that's-
son.
That's a bummer.
No, it's very upsetting. It's very upsetting. I'm not very upset about it.
Yeah, I when I went to the surgeon, I told him that I wanted. He said, "What size do you want?" And I said, "12-year-old boy." And he was like, he's like, "That you're not going to be proportionate." I'm like, "Who the fuck are you to tell me what is proportionate? That's what I want."
Yeah.
And he wouldn't. No, I didn't really want to be. I was joking, but
Yeah.
I wanted to be much.
He doesn't
smaller.
get your dark humor.
Yeah, but I wanted him to do it much smaller, and he actually refused.
I've heard of that before, though.
Which is bullshit because I'd like to get a double mastectomy.
So we gotta if we have any male listeners, we don't anymore. Sorry, I have a hair on my eyeball.
No, but why? If I'm telling you, if I've lived 30 years with 34 G plus,
Why what?
whatever, why would you get to dictate what size? You know what I mean? Yeah, okay. Warn me that it might be disproportionate, but stay out of my fucking
Don't
business.
get mad at me about it.
I'm pissed. If you made them smaller, maybe they wouldn't be as big right now. You know what I mean? I wouldn't need a second one. Whatever.
Okay.
Whatever.
God,
Now I'm too old to have surgery again, I think.
Why?
I don't know.
I just don't want to go under anesthesia for unless it's absolutely necessary.
Yeah.
Because I say, I'd like a facelift at some,
Yeah.
but I'm like, if I'm always just like, imagine if I die
Oh,
for vanity.
I know.
Yours is more of like a need, but
It's
like
the comfort.
there's things I've
me.
actually wanted after my son because my son. I mean, this is a whole breast show, clearly.
I don't know how this happened.
After
Sorry.
I had my son, I didn't pay attention. I didn't know anything. I didn't grow up around babies or kids, anything. So I didn't know shit, and I was living on an island by myself. I didn't have any support.
Literally.
Yeah, I was living in Martha's Vineyard with a lunatic husband, and yeah, I was just essentially by myself. And my son, they were like, I didn't breastfeed, and I know some people feel, whatever people feel like you should. I really sort of wanted to after I had him. I was in labor for like 3 friggin' days. There's one anesthesiologist on Martha's Vineyard Hospital was in a case, so I was already 7 centimeters by the time she comes in.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was the worst experience ever. It was insane. And then they put this baby on your chest, like I just went through.
Yeah, you want to die.
A war zone.
Yeah.
I just went through 10 wars.
Yeah.
This is insanity.
Yeah.
And then there's this baby on my chest. Apparently, I'm supposed to be smiling. And that, he's hungry. She says he's hungry. He wants to latch on. And I go, now?
Yeah, he's been through a lot.
Are you freaking serious? I said, listen, I can't now.
Yeah.
I didn't say that because I really cared what they thought of me. So I sort of pretended.
You pretended to breastfeed him? You're like, he's not latching.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I think I did that. I sort of blocked that out. I think I made whatever. So they gave him a bottle and he liked it. He's a big guy. He likes his food.
Right from the get-go.
Right from the get. He was on that bottle like nobody's business. And then I really did try to put him on. I mean, I didn't really try that hard, but like, I sort of feel a little guilty about that. But it just passes. I have bigger problems than that.
You think
but
you would have went to Harvard if you breastfed?
I think about some stuff like that
So?
because they make you feel guilty, and I get into guilt. But then your boobs, you're supposed to like they gotta they swell with milk. And they're like, don't like let anything rub against your nipples. Don't rub it. And I think that's like a bunch of crap. Like, I'm like, what? So I'm just like doing stuff and putting clothes on. And I'm like, touching. I'm like, what's going on? And my mom came down and she looks at me, literally, she's like, Diane, they're growing before my eyes. Like, I never seen nothing like this in my life. They became like double D, like disgusting, massive,
your milk came
like
in?
Engorged with milk. And
Yeah. That's what happens.
And they stretched them all out.
Yeah.
And
That's
so
called
upset.
breastfeeding. That's when your milk comes in.
Yeah,
You're saying it like it's foreign. You're like,
it was foreign to me. I didn't
foreign to your
know.
mother?
I don't know. And I don't know, but it was. And then my nipple never was the same after that. And I let my son know. Lots of things. My hair, my nipple.
You know what I should have done? Anytime one of my bitch kids acts up, I should show them that picture right before I went in for surgery of my breast reduction and be like, you see what you guys did to me? They would fucking die.
I'll just have the boob out and show them my nipple.
Oh, well, you know how I tell you all the time, like when they won't leave me alone, I'm like, my vagina's out.
I said, oh yeah.
Do you want to see my labia? Because then they run the other way, and I'm
like, no, because they'll just like try to come in your room. There's no boundaries.
Chase just did it. He just did it 5 minutes ago. I go, I'm completely
Shut the lights, close the whole studio down.
JFK is gonna send a DM.
JFK's gonna
go
a cease and desist.
Hat off.
He's gonna send a cease and desist order.
Take my hat off.
Yes. We have to talk about him on this show with breasts and
oh my God, I'm sorry. Okay.
Bushes.
Sorry.
Okay, I apologize.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
This wasn't me. I would not do this to you.
I was just talking about basketball dreams.
He's cute.
Broken basketball
cute.
dreams. Oh, JFK. He's cute.
She didn't seem that. That wasn't that emphatic.
He's so cute.
They're all cute.
They're all cute. Yeah, I love them. I love Kevy Kev. I love James Jackson.
All right. So anyway, she doesn't. She'll just go on forever. She won't ask about my day ever. I just just to cut in. She'll just keep talking about friggin' boobs.
And my bush. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh my God. So my day. I just got back from vacation. I think last episode we went skiing. Well, we attempted to go to one place, and then every vacation, I have to laugh because it's always just, we were talking about houses, how she's an absolute disaster. Everything happens to her, and how we now live near each other right next on this like compound.
Oh yeah,
thing.
we were talking about.
And now all her like bad juju is rubbing off on me now.
I killed someone in a past life.
Something. Well, I think I blew up a septic system or something because I'm always just swimming in sewage or like there's been.
I think it all goes.
Toileting issues and all kinds of water.
We're going to talk about this in another show, but I think it all goes back to that girl that you tortured in high school.
All right, no, we're not talking about that. That is it. I didn't do. Oh my God.
No, you didn't do anything, but you had a lot. You carried a lot of guilt, and you thought you had bad juju.
I do from that.
Well,
I didn't torture anyone. There was an incident I got involved in because I didn't know really a lot. And then if she watched the person that involved me in it, if she watches it, she's going to come for me and I'm going to rip her face off. But anyway, there was something we did to this poor girl. I just was a lookout. I didn't know what was happening. And I'm still not ready to talk about it.
She's not over it.
No. And then she came into school the next day and she put a curse on us. And she said, may snakes infest your stomach. And snakes have infested my stomach.
She said,
and the other girl. So the other girl has issues there, and I have been constipated since. No joke.
Sorry, JFK.
JFK, this is crazy. Our shows are not, this is insane, this poor bastard. So anyway, moving on.
Sorry, I thought that
I'm
might be
upset with her
Sorry.
now and her tits, whatever. I'm not supporting your basketball career. So we were talking about how our life is just a
Shit show.
shit show. And hers is, and now it's rubbing off on me. But I was saying, I always have vacation. Like when we go on vacation, and I think people will agree with this sometimes. I think some people will agree with this, especially maybe women. But I'm the person that like puts it all together. I do everything. So every vacation, it's like I budget for it, I plan it, I pay for it, I make sure who has the time off and the dogs and this and that, the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
So by the time the vacation rolls around, you're friggin' exhausted.
Oh, and then
you
the
wanna hang
packing,
yourself.
the packing, the unpacking, the fucking shopping.
Yes, all of it.
Yeah.
And then my husband always is just like, he knows absolutely nothing that's going on.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He just took the time
He
off of
just
work.
knows we're going to someplace. Even I don't even know if he knows,
He knows
that.
where. Yeah.
He maybe knows the state or the country or something like that. And then he'll start like a week before, like he starts having his clothes all packed on the bureau a little bit. Like because it's all about him. There's nothing else. Like he's just excited to go. And it's like a little kid. And I'm like about to blow I'm about to friggin' blow the whole house up. And then he'll start seeing it, like the stress on me and all that. And then he'll start like, a couple of days before, I was like, oh, so who's watching the dogs? Like, should we call? Like, and he'll start interjecting now when it's all done.
Yeah.
It's all done. It's like, do you need any help with that? Are you fucking serious? I needed help like 2 months ago.
Yeah, no, I need you to never talk until we get
Do
there.
not talk.
Yeah.
Do not. I can't. And then, so I'm about to blow his ass up every time before we go there. And we've been in places like, we were at the ferry in Martha's Vineyard one time, and he's like about to call his dad to come get him.
Why?
Because because he says something crazy. He has ADD, he has ADHD, and he'll say crazy shit that's like makes absolutely no sense. So like we're talking about X, and he'll just be like, veer off over here into like, for example,
I know nothing about that.
Yeah. They talk cryptically. They think that they know, like they think whatever's in their head, somehow they're communicating it to you, and they speak in half sentences, and you must know what's going on. It's crazy. Like, for example,
Starting to feel personally attacked.
Well, you were just going nuts with stuff too. I don't know, but no, whatever. You're fine. You manage yours better. But we were going to Disney, which is, my nemesis, but we were going to Disney.
In matching t-shirts.
No, absolutely not. You have to take the kids to goddamn Disney at one point, I guess. But so we go, and we're going on a plane. So like it's all like, obviously, so it's all planned out, all of that. And then right before, he's like, so like, what are we gonna do for like snacks? Because it's all he cares about is
Eating in bathrooms.
Eating. We have to have a toilet every 20 feet and a vending machine for him. That's all we do. We walk around all day looking for a toilet or food.
Yeah.
All day. That's what the whole vacation consists of. So we're going. He goes, hey, do you think we should bring a cooler with some like food in it and stuff? We're going on a plane.
A cooler on the plane to eat?
He just doesn't even put in that we're going on a plane. He's not even like connected. So this is what I deal with a lot. So, but I'm joking with her because on every vacation, I'm always like the first day, I am always texting you like,
yeah,
I am going to lose.
I always know right when she goes away.
It's always something like this one showed up, and then at the house, and him, and that, and I'm like, and I am like, I'm gonna blow a gasket.
Yeah.
The first, and then it's gotten so bad that I do that so much that like now I'm not doing it. Like I'm like, I don't want to. So I just hold it in. I text someone else because I'm like, she's just because I know because her vacations. Everything in her life trumps mine. So I have it's like I chipped a nail compared to what's going on at our vacations.
Yeah.
And she's just like she'll be like, oh, the house we came, there was no house. It just exploded.
We pitched a tent.
And we pitched a tent outside.
Fine.
But we're just getting some sunshine. And I'm like, what?
Because at some point it becomes a joke and you just have to be like,
Yeah, but you're just insane. Like the stuff that goes on, like a pipe fell down and crashed in Miles's bed last night, and there's a whole water. It's a big flood. But like, we're just got a raft. We blew it up. We're just making the best of it.
Because it's so
And I'm
often.
like, can you believe she showed up at my house and I wasn't even ready? And now they want me to go out, and I needed a nap.
Yeah, no, she's like, someone just said they were coming by in 5 minutes. And I'm like, what? Like, my house is a revolving door. There's 1,500 people out, in and out. She's saying this to me, and I have custody of my nephew. Well, not custody, but my nephew lives here. My 4
I
kids are
don't
here.
care.
My older son came down on his way to drill. Two or three of their friends are there. Her son's here. She's calling me. Can I shower over there? Because my fucking pipes are
Because my pipe
I'm like,
burst
yeah,
now.
whatever. And then
Because
she's
she
like,
moved it. So no, I have a pipe burst now. It was insulation last episode that blew in. Now a pipe burst because she's here. So I should be able to take a shower at your house
you can.
because you're the one causing my pipes to burst.
Yeah. And then she's like, and you know, I got a text message from Betty, and she's gonna be here in 5 minutes. What the fuck is that?
Oh yeah, I don't do a pop in. I mean, do not. I mean, I love some people, and there's obviously some concessions.
I don't even pop in. I live next to
No,
you.
she doesn't pop in. She's like, I know you can't. Well, you don't pop in, but you'll be like, oh, so and so's over. We want to come up and just see the house real quick. Just keep doing your work. We'll just walk around you. And I'm like,
I do that.
and I'm just like, yeah.
I do
I mean,
that.
I have to pretend that I'm. Oh, hi. I mean, I have to pretend.
I do that. That is, I'm guilty.
And I'm like, I can't. Like, this is not going to work out for me. Call the realtor. No, but then I'll text you, and I'll be like, so and so's coming by. Oh, this would, and like she doesn't. I know the difference. Like she'll like lightly respond, and you gotta just stop because you can't keep going with. Sometimes I can't help it. I'm like, I don't care. Fuck her. I'm gonna keep going with it because I gotta deal with all her shit. So I don't.
Oh,
care.
you say, do you want to go? What?
Whatever it is, I know sometimes I'll be like, whatever the disaster is in my life isn't equating
Yeah,
to
yeah.
what is happening in your
It's
world.
all relative. Still important to
No,
know.
but sometimes I'll back off because I know you probably roll your eyes, but then I'm like, I don't care because it bothers me. You know what? No one's claiming to be as good of a. You're just my answer to certain things like that is you're just a better person than me, I guess, and that's fine with
That's
me.
not. It's just my life. I'm not a better person than you. It just is. If I was miserable,
You take it on the chin, but
I
don't.
I take it on the chin hairs.
Yeah, the chin hairs
Yeah.
that your son landed and shaved.
I know he told me one was coming
Fuck.
back. He's
Oh
gonna.
gosh.
I said, this is the one I've had my whole life. He said, yeah, one and like a half. I said, well, get the fuck on it.
I had a hair. It's like 2 years ago. I had a hair coming out of my head. It was blonde. I was like oh god. Now I'm turning into her. Like I must have been smoothing it back for years because it was
And
like
it just
this long
from your eyebrow.
from right here, from the middle of my forehead. It was like a blonde hair. Yes,
That's fucking weird.
but I must have just been like,
And you're not
Put me in
concerned
the
about that
ponytail.
medically, that you don't have a twin living in your forehead or something?
oh, those things freak me out. The twin, like there's like
Yeah.
teeth in your uterus.
Yeah. My sister
Oh.
had some weird thing like that. It didn't have like hair and teeth and shit like that, but it was like left over or whatever.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it's that. I think it's just a hair. I'm not that. I mean, I'm crazy, but I'm not that. But anyway,
Anyway, yeah. Sorry.
my vacations are always, I guess, a disaster to me. Not in the beginning. Then we level. We have to have like the big. I always have to have a big bump. We have to have the big blowout. Get that out of the way. Then we will go on and have our vacation. But
Yeah.
and we've had some big ones.
Tell them what you did on the way.
Oh yeah. So we're driving up.
It's an ice storm also.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's been wonderful. There's been like good snow, good powder. All of a sudden, ice storm up there. The hotel calls as we're halfway up there, and I've been having like generalized anxiety for like a couple of weeks. And I know you guys know and JFK is gonna really like go. This is crazy that you brought him up because I'm gonna talk about my estrogen patch now. We were supposed to be talking about North Shore, like growing up in Revere and
Yeah, that
Boston
was
and
kind of
that
the
was like
connection to
estrogen patches, boobs. I can't inverted nipple. I mean, this is insanity. But no, so I'm like, and I never think it's like the new pill I started. I'm always like, I always have to blame myself. It's like, what's wrong with you? Why are you
Yeah,
having
and it's always the
anxiety?
new pill you
It's always
start.
like, yes, I'm always starting some type of new supplement or something like that. Like,
Yeah.
whatever.
Or vitamin or something. Anyway.
That would be a supplement.
Oh, okay. Noted. Thanks.
No, so we're driving up, and then the hotel calls. Yeah, we can't have you at the hotel because the ice it's all frozen over. So we're gonna put you at the sister hotel, whatever. And that we have reservations for this event there, this close to the ski resort there is where we wanted to go. That was the whole point. It was where I used to ski, Wildcat, whatever. But I actually was really good. I made the best of that. But I had a little bit of a meltdown about, I had that cardiac monitor on, and they said I had a little bit of a blip on it, and then my doctor messages me because I said something to her about it, and she's like, "No, would you like to see a cardiologist?" And for some reason that sent me over the edge because I'm like, "You're supposed to say I don't need to see."
Well, and I'm like, what
That's-
else
I
is she
know,
gonna
I know.
say?
I
Yes,
wasn't-
you have to see.
I've-
So the cardiologist will say you don't need to
No,
worry
I
about it.
I wasn't thinking clearly. I was sort of
No, you were
I
not.
was on vacation burnout. My house almost just blew up. I had tons of shitty
holiday
grief,
stuff
all
before
of
that.
that.
Yeah.
Family members who were absolutely insane. And then, but then the estrogen patch, I'm like, I think this is contributing to this. So I like just whipped it off and threw it out the window.
Of the car.
Of
Well,
the car. And I have it half on. I put a half back on, but then I felt better after that. But I was so proud of myself because I was like, I didn't get like that upset. I just sort of
you just
went
whipped
with
it out and whipped it
No,
out.
not the estrogen patch.
Oh,
Like I just sort of went with all the changes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but you also stopped on the way up for something.
Oh God.
Well, they already know because I told them I was going to give you mine last time.
Oh, because I wanted to check my heart rhythm, my heart for arrhythmias a lot. I needed an Apple Watch, and like she called me out on it, but she was supposed to give me her watch, but she said it couldn't connect. I don't even believe it. She said I think she's lying.
No, I have a different carrier. I went to
Yeah,
switch,
right.
unlock it to switch the carrier.
I don't blame you. Don't contribute to the psychosis, but I like stopped it. I'm like, we need to stop at Apple. I'm like, Chris, to my son, just go in and buy me any Apple Watch. I don't care how much it costs. And then I put it on. So then I was checking, and I did a couple of ECGs, and now that I can just keep check it once in a while, it's like a security blanket. And I don't even care. Now I don't even care about it. I don't care about my rhythm anymore.
But then she gets home and she's like, I didn't care because I was just I just wanted the fucking watch. She's like, so of course I go in, get me whatever Apple Watch. She's like, and then all of a sudden I'm getting my bill. It's like $7,000.
Oh yeah, now I have a stroke because I have to fight with Verizon for 40. Because dealing with Verizon is literally the worst thing that's ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. The AI chat, I'm like saying mother.
Yeah.
I am saying shit like nobody's business. And then I'm talking to people, and the new trend is if they can't deal with it, they just disconnect you, and they're like, we're gonna have to just transfer you to someone else. And I'm like, I know this is a tactic. This is what you do.
They exhaust you.
Yes,
they just exhaust you until well, you have no choice because you've been on the phone for 8 hours. They haven't because they've transferred you to 6 people.
That's the new way.
It's crazy.
That's the new way.
It's crazy, and then nothing gets solved. The same thing happened with one of my sons and their phone right over Christmas. Same thing, and then they were gonna, you know what? They said we want you to shut off and reset your phone and turn it back on in 60 minutes, and then call us back if it doesn't work. Yeah, so that was the new thing. So
call us back when we're closed.
He had to leave to go home, so they're driving back to Maine, and he's not with me, and he's on my plan and the whole thing. So I have to talk and all that. So now,
well, then you get that one person, like this happened to me with Comcast before, and you get to that one person that's actually a decent human being, who's actually trying to help you, and then
you just
blow their ass up. Yeah. I mean, I'm like, I am Karen times 1,000,000. Like I'm awful, and then. I mean, I've sent emails. I sent
apologizing.
One time,
like a card.
I sent a card. I got her name, and I sent it apologizing for my behavior. Or I'll apologize if I hope to catch it in real time because I'm like, it's not you. I'm so sorry. I've been on the phone for.
I know.
After I like literally.
That's nice that you do that though. I bet nobody does that.
Oh, I always do.
Oh, I know you. I just did it to the Lowe's guy and the Lowe's guy.
No, the Lowe's guy, Tony, I freaked the hell out on email. On the phone, I went nuts on him, and I was like, what? But you know what I liked about Tony from
He wasn't taking you.
He didn't care. Right? He was like, I'm like, can I have your name? And I went through hell.
Like, yeah, you can have my
I'm
fucking
not that
name,
person.
Bitch.
I'm not. This was 4 weeks of trying to get a shower that was supposed to come 4 different times.
Oh, and they
I
said
don't
they couldn't
start
deliver
shit.
it
I'm not a
because it's
Karen.
ice on the driveway. Meanwhile, we're driving up and down the driveway the whole fucking day. It's fine.
Yeah,
Like it just.
and I don't start shit. But then I was like, Tony, then they get the wrong email address. I'm not getting the new tracking number. He's like, I'll just send it to you. I'm like, Tony, you won't. You won't send it to me.
Yeah.
We all know you're not. You're getting off shift. You're never gonna think about me again.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't know what else I can do. He's from the South. He's like, I don't know what else I can do for you, ma'am. I'm like, well, I need to have this now. Like, you need to like. Well, I'm not.
Well, it disappeared.
He's like, I'm not messaging the company now. I've already done all that. I'm not doing it. Like, he was like, nope, I'm not doing it. I'm like, and when, when someone does that to me, I'm like, I kind of like it. I'm like,
well, you have a little bit of respect.
I do.
Well, it's better than passing you to somebody else.
I'd rather Tony
you.
tell me to go fuck myself.
Yeah.
And Tony's like, I'm not calling the company now. I'm not. He's like, I will get that to you. And I'm like, I don't think you will. I'm like, Tony, can I have, like, what's your name? Tony.
Tony, what's your wife's name?
What's your last name? He's like, I don't need to give that to you. I'm like,
really?
Touche, Tony.
Did you say that?
No, I didn't.
You
I didn't. But then we
like
got
that.
off. Right when we got off, he sent me the email. It just came in, and I said, hey, Tony, I'm sorry for how for acting like a Karen. You know, I've been through hell with this, but thank you for giving me the business back, because I like that and I respect you.
Oh, did he email you?
He just gave me like a smiley face.
Yeah, that's funny.
So, because I like when someone gives me the business.
yeah. Well, if you're gonna be a pussy and just keep passing the buck, exhausting me.
No, that's what. Don't
disconnecting
gaslight me. Don't gaslight the shit out of me and freaking bullshit.
Yeah, when it's your mistake and you guys screwed everything up.
I'm like
and
yelling at the phone. I know what you're doing. It's a tactic. I'm like,
this
like,
is
yeah,
gaslighting.
I mean, I'd probably do the same thing. I'd just be like, yeah, bye. Or you get disconnected a lot because they're like, click.
Yeah.
Oh, we lost you.
Oh, I've done that so many times to people.
Oh God.
I'm always
So,
like, we have bad service. Click.
We're bringing you 2 episodes a week, and I also want to say, if you want to support the show too, you can I think it's called a super chat. You can super chat if you want to support the show. Buy us a coffee, whatever it is. To keep the lights on that will probably go out because the electricity is going to blow up soon. But no, it does.
Well,
it takes some time and stuff, and we're actually pretty charitable too. And I think we're gonna talk. What's gonna happen now is we're giving you 2 shows a week, which we've been doing a little bit. We're switching it up, and we're still gonna give you 2 shows, Wicked Honest, and we're gonna give you Wicked Honest True Crime, which is a new concept.
Yeah.
No. Everyone's doing true crime. We know that. We've been into true crime forever.
Yeah.
But I've been working. My next book, I'm working this case with 2 retired police officers. It's a very infamous case on the North Shore. The murder, and this, this show is a lot of fun. We're joking around. This is serious.
We won't be discussing my pubic hair.
No, this is a serious.
Yeah.
Something that happened that was very horrific, and I've been working this, and this case has haunted me, and I think many people in our area growing up on the North Shore Revere is the murder, the horrible crime, the murder and vicious beating of Susan Taraskowitz, 27-year-old girl who worked at Logan Airport from Saugus. They found her in the trunk of her car in Revere at an auto body shop, kind of like when you go into Revere. In this case, I didn't feel that I should. I was very nervous writing about this case because I write fiction inspired by actual events, and I want to do this justice. This is horrible crime that affected obviously her family and loved ones, but the community, because if you bring up this case pretty much to anyone in Revere or a lot of these North Shore pages, everyone knows what you're talking about, and all over Massachusetts. And
Winthrop too, because everybody worked at Logan.
Everyone worked at Logan Airport. She worked at Logan Airport, and she was a pretty remarkable young woman. And this case is worldwide known. Other podcasts have covered it. It's been written about, articles. There hasn't been a book written yet, and there hasn't been a podcast where they're talking about this case in depth. There's been one. Oh my gosh, I just keep hitting the microphone. There's been one-off episodes that have done great jobs. True Crime Garage, what is it, Dark Down East, have done great jobs on covering this case. Unsolved Mysteries 2 years back in the day. And so I've been researching and doing a ton of stuff with this case, and we're going to cover this case. And this case haunted me because from the area, her family, after she passed away, they put her she was on a billboard
Yeah.
on Route 1A.
Yeah. And that's how a lot of people know about it.
And that billboard, I'm not sure exactly how many years, but I feel like that was up there for like 10 years.
Our whole childhood, I think. Yeah.
She died in it was 92, and
so we were in high school.
I was high school. So was about 10 years older than us.
Yeah.
So, but that billboard haunted me. I mean, she's just stared at you, haunted, and there was a reward on it. And so, and the family, there's still a reward, $250,000 from Delta after Sue worked for Northwest Airlines.
There's still a reward active now?
Active reward.
That billboard was on the, when you took the right off McClellan Highway, that's my dad's shop was on that street, on Addison Street. So I drove every single time I went to my dad's shop. I drove right by that. It was on McClellan. I mean, not McClellan Highway. I'm sorry.
It was 1A.
Yeah. I don't know why I said, I'm sorry. Correction.
I'm
Yeah. Sorry. It was, but that highway.
Yeah, so when you're entering the city, it was always she's just staring at you, and it's just was haunting. And interestingly enough, I didn't know if I should attempt to do this. And this retired Revere police officer reached out to me through a family member that I grew up with, and people in the area know I write books, and they know I write books sort of with a voice, really sort of Boston voice, New England voice. That my books are set here in Martha's Vineyard. The third one is Revere, but he wanted me to reach out to him, and I did, and I was like, hey, and I was busy, and then I finally did, and he wanted to talk to me about this case and wanted, and I said, geez, I wonder if this is a sign, because I always
it's coincidental.
Yeah, so I mean, I strongly feel podcasts and talking about it is that's what brings a lot of attention to it. I've listened to so many podcasts and YouTube shows, and there's actually crimes that have been close to solved or solved.
Oh yeah.
What was that show? Oh,
Up
and Vanished.
Oh, Up and Vanished.
Up and Vanished. That was actually solved. So
it's crazy once the general public gets into things and starts seeing things in a different light. Yeah. Yeah.
And it's
awareness,
Yes, people sit on a lot of things for years. If no one's coming and asking, and hopefully the cops do and cold case units do. And I don't know what they're doing. I've reached out to them a bunch of times and have not got a call back yet. And put a FOIA request in Freedom of Information Act, which was denied. So
I think there's some, likely some corruption and things.
Well, I don't like to speculate, but we were going to touch on this though. Massachusetts, it's come to light. This is don't forget, this is the 90s. And I wanted to say, this is the 90s. The times a lot of corruptions come to light now around the state that's still here.
Yeah.
But the late 70s, 80s, early 90s was the height of gangster activity, organized crime, the height of one hand washes the other, corrupt cops, and Revere Police was a very known to be pretty shady at the time. Obviously, there's been some wonderful cops.
The Billy and Whitey effect. You got the one good brother and the one I've always said to my oldest and my second oldest, you need to be a cop because this one's gonna need your help.
No.
I mean, joking, but
and it was the Winter Hill Gang, Whitey Bulger, and then there was the Angulo family, and then there was a lot of that. And then in researching this case, it's like, God, you forget how every person's connected to this, and it's crazy. And that's just how we grew up. The era we grew up, it was like everyone could get a favor done here. But in Revere, where her body was found, and I was thinking about how I would describe Revere, if you could really describe Revere. And I said Revere is such a mix, and really the area, but Revere is such a mix. It's like Goodfellas, Carney's a carnival on the Goodfellas, Carney's a carnival on the set of an MTV music video back in the 80s.
That's
it really is Revere in a nutshell.
That's good, with some banging bass and some drop cars.
Yeah, it's like 80s hair bands, Goodfellas, and some carnival Carneys and some rides. But there was so many hustlers, con artists, gangsters, all of that stuff. It was just very common knowledge. But there was there was a code, there's a pact. And if you got in bed with some serious people, you knew that some serious things could happen to you.
Yeah.
But when this happened, you really felt there was a line crossed all of a sudden.
Because she
Something-
wasn't part of that.
Yeah, and there was some stuff that we're going to talk more about it, but it really felt in the community and in the area, something changed it, and things felt very sinister and dirty, and it didn't feel right. And there's a lot of people that say that, and then myself felt that, and the two police officers that I'm working with, we strongly feel that way. So we hope we can bring some light to this as best we can. Obviously, I'm researching this. We're just talking freely, so this isn't a documentary and all of that. We're just trying to bring some light to it and talk about it.
Well, also, I am not researching it and writing a book. I know of it just because of the area where we grew up. Like we said, the billboard, a couple of friends that I have were friendly with that, worked with her and things like that. But I was in 11th grade when it happened. It's self-involved in your own little world. So I'm going to be learning a lot about this along with you guys. So hopefully I'm asking some of the questions that you guys might be thinking of, because she's really the one, her and the people
Yeah, and they'll
that
be
she's
on,
working with.
at least one will be on the show. So,
Yeah, they're gonna be telling it to me, so I'll probably be over here like
no, and,
So-
and we're going to be working in real time and talking in real time, talking it out and all of that. And obviously there's some details, even some details I might know, they might know that you withhold because you don't want to taint the
investigation. Yeah, you also have a book coming out. I think that, it's all.
Yeah, and I want to be very respectful of Sue's family. They've obviously been through hell. Her mother Marlene has been a fierce advocate for her. Always, every year on the anniversary, you always see her on the article. She's always every article of standing out, and she's much. She's older now, and I'm sure they're very tired.
Yeah.
So we want to be very respectful and speak of what's known, publicly known, not bringing up names, places, people that we're not trying to ruin lives. We're just trying to talk this out, and maybe people will come forward. And we can, obviously, you call the Suffolk County State Police if you have any information on this. But these things are worth talking about, and you talk them. Sunshine is the best disinfectant, and I hate that everyone's been saying that lately, and I'm kind of sick of that, but
Yeah.
it's true. And the more you talk about things and bring to light things, people might, maybe we can just shed a little bit more light on this, and that's never a bad thing. So
we'll see you on Wicked Honest True Crime.
So like, subscribe, and we hope we can entertain you with our banana craziness and all.
And then we'll pull it together nice and serious on true crime.
We're pulling it together for true crime.
What we hope we are anyways.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
thanks for
see you next time. All right.
Bye, guys.
Here's me going in to shut the thing off.
Just do it.
It's a thing now. It's a thing. So bye.
Bye.